Okay guys, we're back. So this time we're definitely gonna go with mashed potatoes and gravy and see if this gives us like the better option or the better ending. Ambush, that's me. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting and comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes? And the gravy? We're like thinking the same thing. I couldn't imagine one without the other. True. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. Chill. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me in. Picking the perfect produce is a passion of mine, says the Colonel. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's her. We're just cooking partners, mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, I knew it. And you'd better keep your fingers off my man. Did someone call for me? Oh, this guy's gonna be mad. No Jesus, Van. While I'm over here crushing Ambush's dream, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into the boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van, are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no, it looked like Ambush was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is, these young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular, says Ashley. The Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast a complementary shadow? We fit together, like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Talking about thighs, nothing about this makes any sense. But one thing is clear, she's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. He's gonna go with Miriam. Just because I don't think knowing someone for one day doesn't, I guess, give them power to fight your battles for you in a sense. And if you know Miriam for so long, I think she would be able to help a little bit more. You turn to Miriam, and as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friendly need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. Is somebody threatening my friend? I will destroy them! I actually think Ashley and Van were just leaving you in the dust. That's pretty good. Vis-a-vis my skills as a chef perhaps, but stepping away from this competition, you are sorely mistaken. Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but Ambush is a smart partner for today's activity. You look for Sprinkles, in hopes that he might slip in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station, and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the both potatoes to a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do, says the Colonel. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy bowl, out of which he pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The result looks spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. I forgot to give you sporks in KFC. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. Oh. You two stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Her eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free, says the colonel. Together, you dig the utensils into the mashed potatoes and lift the heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with the Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the spork full of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid beautiful face. Van, do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with this much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Ambush. We do not waste food in the fruit cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I has potatoes face? Says Pop. Man rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. Plated on a battle axe, forged by my supreme chef ancestors. We want plates. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first fight, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't. Studying about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic, or it is gonna be sick. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him. Everyone, step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Tom winces in pain just for a moment, and is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment, and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professor here makes enough money, says the Sprinkles, Professor Taco. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Saying that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry I had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken another vibe entirely. It's dark, and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes were made in class today. Before you go on, I interrupt. I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Testing them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Ambush? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there, says Van. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh jeez. You see, when I was just a boy I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef in the world has ever seen. And every day since, I have been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights, yeah, I can tell. Like, so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them, like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you, says Van. He's going Super Saiyan. Shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are you forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? I say. He goes back down. You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? We never got his name. Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. What? Yeah, Sport Monster appears? The Sport Monster is here to fight the hero. Van, I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another check on an emotional level, says the Colonel. Be afraid. Be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster. See? Is rhyming on purpose, or is it just a coincidence? And before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? We always attack first. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. It does 1 damage. It just got real. The attack really upset Sport Monster. Sport Monster goes on the attack. They spit a hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Well, let's attack again. They worked last time, right? It does 1 damage. Sport Monster won't forget this. Sport Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Sport Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Well, now we defend. You decide to defend. Whose defense will you use? Trepidation. You hold on your head between your hands and mutter, "This is not happening. This is not happening." Sport Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Sport Monster uses Utility Tensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Well, I guess... let's see if we can kill him. You decide to go on the attack. Cook will off does 1 damage. Sport Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the line on the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Sport Monster prepares for the ultimate attack. Rounded Edge. Vile villain, the reign of terror stops here, says the Colonel. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Hot Pie Power Pinch. Hot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Sport Monster is defeated. You saved me. And in your Sport Monster spews steam into the night. Do we finish him? I wish there was like a third option, like put him out of his misery. You know, just like kill him. But don't be so evil about it in a sense. But I guess we're gonna... I don't know, I guess let's kill him. No student will ever walk the quad in fear again. This monster messed with the wrong chef. You're ready your final attack. You'll never survive my... Whoa, that's way too real. Student Lone Depth Destruction does 10 damage. Spark Monsters completely good price. Colonel Sanders looks on in awe. You continue to surprise me, ambush. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's much more. It's a book of magic spells, with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card stuck inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko? That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle bus, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel like your covers being pulled up over you as you tug in tightly. Hey, are we a girl? I think we might be a girl in the game. I didn't realize that, because, what do you call it? There's like a K-pop band, what do you call it, poster in the room, and then there's like jewelry here, some pearls. Good night, my colonel. Oh, I think I skipped something. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. This is... oh. They're flying on chicken. You awake on day 2, and on time to process the wild visions ahead. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you alright. That much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in the front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the sport monster, she launches into a story of her own. Oh, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like? I know, it sounds it's moving too fast. There's something about him. I like him. Like him. You like a robot? We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that makes complete sense, I say. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and he was also the convertible... what? And was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in the pressure cooker language translation there. Yeah, that's weird. Either way, maybe it'd be best if we took it slow with this new boy. Like I am with Colonel Sanders. Wait. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, you're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. Ahaha, sure you did. You're great. Well, wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely cool. You are great. You have an idea on how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Leon checks just to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some on my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with him, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both shared interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know one ingredient, so I doubt it would be much use to anyone. Cough, a favorite cough. cough. Please. It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you take Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? Don't share secret, guys. Make up a fake ingredient, that's his mean. Oh, well, we don't have the option to not tell her? This is interesting. But we can't betray Colonel Sanders. So he's gonna go with the fake ingredient, a white lie, I guess. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about it was Eye of the Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion. But what can you do? Eye of Newt? Wow. Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb tapping on her phone you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. And the wind rushes in. Cherry blossoms petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. If he's on a horse, I wouldn't run into him. He's gonna, just chill, just stand back, watch him ride his horse. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beat you have. I mean, what a what horseful beats you have. Buttes you have. Dang it, that's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Ambitious really gets nervous around people they like. Okay. What? This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and we were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. He gives a wink and smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Banban, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad maybe? You try and get a peek over Banman's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure if you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Says Ashley. Tell him to stop acting immature or act like you're not interested in, but really try to get a closer look. They grow up. It's college. You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behavior. Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everybody's time and money. Now you've upset them. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm sure you know good meal if it ain't. I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ain't you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary school. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look out of what it was that they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after the encounter with the Spark Monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Actually, immediately elbows Banban, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. The book is a family heirloom and its contents are secrets. You notice that I haven't been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep beep, says Clank. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Ban's meaty foot. Hey, watch it, you bucket of balls. Hey, you watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzz, womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language. Not even from a sand mixer. Says Ashley. Womp womp. Says Clank. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Where Banman jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shouts Banman, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazy men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bites her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know, right? This is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves, save it for the arena, or at least, or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on, says the colonel. Maybe I can help you with your business plan, Ashley says. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem like that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog buddy. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, truly you do. Which is why in 1776, by signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed it. True, by the way. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. While ambush naturally disappears to you to be a simple platter. Which of the item you would want to sample? Dog biscuit, a glass of water, or a shimmering pepper? Let's go with the pepper. A brightly colored pepper stands out in front of out from the other items. It sparkles in the most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. Oh, the tripping, my friend. Ooh, this guy again. I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh, you must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through. To fulfill the prophecy, more coughing. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh man, you come to find everyone staring at you. That pepper was was the last kind on earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes, and here he'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter the tree make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via time competitive cook-off. The level of theatric with these two guys is off the charts. The amount that they stop wasting every times or step up and tell them, you're on. Let's do it. Let's get hyped. Let's go. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool. You're the fool. Fool. Good one, Van. I like your gumption ambush. I'll be watching your performance. Maybe he'll be cheering me on. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles step in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is the lunchroom, not a sports scene, court. Finally, a little sense, you breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Just then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the word, timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. Aroo! Oh, he's hyped. We all hyped. I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's the original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope submission lifts you to victory, says Colonel. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and this is now my chance to shine. That's pretty good. I will defeat you myself, says Ashley. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast, if the timer runs out, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does the water boil at? 100°C. That's right. But how would you even have gotten to school without knowing that? Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Not that enticing offer will motivate you. You're going to need you need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herb slices? 11. That's right. You might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're heading in the right direction. Till liking intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going on, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Gratitude. That's right, you must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up your pace if you want to survive. Well, this is actually kind of tough. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. True. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from the place. I love you, Dad. No, that would be a great Tyrant's energy. So where does it come from? Shoulder of Orion, small town dreams, small towns. That's right, this is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling. What? Don't make it. No. What was it? Bubbling or something? I don't know. As it must have been the first one. They made me get the sprayer. Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Ambush. He's actually cheering you on. Thank you, Colonel. Which will be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes totally forget what you're doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders and his horse. How many spoonfuls of gravy? I messed up. You're still at this island with only one lesser cooker. Which do you take? What a hunt. I know, right? You know why you shouldn't be focusing on calories. You're falling behind. Beach. I don't know. Wolf. You're really struggling to keep up. The next station over, Ashley has already begun playing elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into the sand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Biscuit dough into a sand mixer. Yikes, says Miriam. Zips. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilize in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Word. You might not even have any hands, but Ambush does, and a good chef needs touching. To be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious of an error that was. You immediately shove your hand in the mixer to rest your dough before it's overmixed. Ambush, no! But you're not fast enough, and your hands get stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning gears. There's no way you'll be able to use the hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. Unlucky. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. Did we lose? It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish. Ready to serve. Surely it makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Ambush's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to desserts. Under this white chocolate dome, you find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Ambush to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring the creamer of the delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand? Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce into the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. It's hard to find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop of sliced honeycomb, ice cream troubles, tender nougat, and the pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems to treat, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. I don't think it was a compliment. As he places the sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. We lost. So I don't feel like we should be, trying to make a spectacle if we lost. Plus, I guess we just stay back. That's whatever. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes like they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and you turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. No eyebrows? Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run to the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now, not just from the devastating loss, but from the running with the mixture and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? There's a Colonel? That's exactly what I think. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome for sure. I was born that way. Oh, what lucky genes. But I've walked other paths, and I arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I felt as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I felt as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even felt as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I lost my business partner to a gunfight. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie, my well-kept beard, and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, I see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Guess how your moment grows intimate? You're interrupted by a threatening and shouty presence of Pop. By the sky from the night before, you're prepared for the worst. Okay guys, I think we're actually going to end it here. I know I didn't want to end it since like we're placed. I was hoping we could get to the next day, but I don't think it seems like we're going to, and I don't want to make the video too long. I'm pretty sure we were supposed to fail the battle. It seems like that's what you're supposed to do, or like it's inevitable. But okay, I will continue on next time. And hopefully we can find a better ending spot next time. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back.